And welcome to another live stream watch long reaction. This afternoon, we're watching and reacting to France versus England. FIFA World Cup 2026 third place game. The third place match. The winner wins the bronze medal. The loser goes home as empty-handed as everybody else. Well, I guess they get more money than a lot of the teams. But other than that, that's for the Federation. Most of it. So, now we will find out who will be the team who finishes third, who wins the bronze medal, and who goes home empty-handed. More empty-handed than everybody but the bronze medal winners. Are you happy that Chelsea signed Morgan Rogers? Well, what do you think? I say yes. No, because as soon as the Jays went down like 4-0, I turned the game off. Did he even do anything yesterday? I don't even... Seems like we got freaking small balled to death by like your random ass players. No, I didn't, because if he did anything, I didn't see it, so... Oh, look, the Jays are up by 1 today, huh? What do you know? Thank you, Shane Bieber. He got struck out, exactly, so why would I acknowledge him? Got you. Oh, George Springer singled and Vladdy scored. Okay, cool. I'll keep an eye on this. Bottom 5, I should say. I'll keep an eye on the Jays game. Either way. Let me focus on the game before... Pathetic, they're throwing the towel in. Oh, no, I don't like it. France did not rotate one bit. Thanks for giving me that. Starting 11s are as follows for France. Mike Maignan in goal. The right back, Malo Gusto. Center backs, Ibrahima Konate and Maxence Lacroix. Teo Hernandez, left back, Warren Zaire-Emery, Adrien Rabiot. Center defensive mids, right wing, Michael Olise. Center attacking mid, Ryan Cherokee. Desiree Doué, left wing, Kylian Mbappe, striker. For England in goal, Dean Henderson. The back four, Jed Spence, Mark Gahey, Ezri Konsa, Jarrell Kwanzaa. The center defensive mid, Declan Rice. The left wing, Marcus Rashford. The center attacking mids, Morgan Rogers and Eberechi Eze. Right wing, Bukayo Saka. Striker, Ivan Toney. Yeah, no, they threw it. Yeah, they completely rotated. France, they did make changes they had to make because they were forced to make those changes. But even the changes they made are still world-class players. Valenzuela, the center ref from Venezuela for this match. So when you look at it, I don't like it because England went and said, you know what, we don't care about the third place match. If we win, great. We probably won't, but if we win, great. Leodon Gonzalez, the VAR referee. So basically what they just said is like, if we win, great. If we pull a win out of the seat of our ass, great. France is the favorite. They're playing their starting 11. Mbappe's playing. They're trying to send Deschamps out on a high. England, on the other hand, this is kind of what I feared. It would be funny if France ended up finishing 4th and didn't win a damn thing after being the favorite. It'd be funny, as I said, but my worry about England was they were either going to rotate or they just couldn't get up for this game, and they did both. Well, they did one. Let's see if they do the other. Chelsea gazumped them, that's how. They put in Teo Hernandez and Cherokee, not bad options. Well, Teo Hernandez is probably the weakest link of that team. But either way, this could be 4-0. Probably. 2-1. Nah, you got to raise that a little bit. 4-1 probably for France. Hey, it's not Okamoto's fault the Jays lost. It's everybody else's, just like the rest of this season. The only guy pulling his weight is Kazuma Okamoto. Nobody else is, except maybe Ernie Clement. And oh yeah, we threw out a freaking bullpen game. Spencer Miles got bodied. And I can't even be totally mad at him. He got Babbitt to death. by your small ball lineup, who's way more like last year's Jays than this year's Jays are. I'm a little bit jealous. I'm very jealous, actually. Either way, Okamoto won the one who lost. The rest of the team did. There's a difference. There's a difference. There's a difference. By the way, we're winning today, so who gives a shit? Actually putting out a starting pitcher, we're actually winning today, so hey, good for you. That, to me, shows weak mentality by Tuchel. If Kane or Bellingham, I want to be out there to show what happened in the semis was a one-off. I agree. And we're off. That's out for a throw-in for England. France tried the PSG kickoff. It didn't exactly pan out. And we're off for the second to last game of this tournament, game 103 to 104. Man, I'm going to miss this tournament. Why is Gusto playing? Because they rotated a little bit. Let him have minutes. He's still world class. Mbappe's 1 assist behind Messi for the Golden Boot. This is an ideal situation for him. He might score 2 or 3 goals. He might win the Golden Boot because it's going to be hard to score on Spain. So Mbappe might just win the Golden Boot because of the third place match. And England just rolled over and died. Just like they did in the semifinal. I'm sorry, but I'm going to say this. Thomas Tuchel will not be coaching the Euros. That is my bold prediction. You cannot. This is untenable. Donald Trump is making fun of Thomas Tuchel and his tactics and the way he threw away that semifinal. There are players basically throwing him under the bus. There is no way. I guarantee you, being back in League A, there are England fans who want to win the Nations League. There are. Because that'll prove to them they're ready to win a trophy, or at least, you know, they're closer than you think. Ball crossed in, header. So, I guarantee you, when they have a bad result that isn't against Spain, because they do have Spain in their group, they're going to lose their minds. Tuchel is not going to be coaching at the Euros. I guarantee you. I promise you. That man is not coaching at the Euros for England. I promise you. My call. I wish the Gold Cup had a third place match. It used to. Back, 10 years ago, 11 years ago? Why is Watkins not the striker? I don't know. Hey, he might do that, actually. This one counts. Yeah, no. Playing forward. Rice with a shot. Goal! Declan Rice! With a laser! What? Well, shit. Declan Rice was up for it. 1-0 England. Oh, my God. Okay, that was unexpected. Well, no, there's something called Jurgen Klopp's taking the Germany job. On the bench. I don't know if Henderson's really a ball-playing keeper. It's a third-place match. 1 goal might do it for Mbappe. Yep. Congrats, France, for winning the third place. Ooh. It's done a good job. 1-0, Declan Rice. Oh, my God, what a shot. What a shot. Declan Rice. Put that in your bag. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, France. I'm rooting for England today for the memes. To see France not win a damn thing after them being the favorites, they don't even go on with a medal. Yeah, I'm rooting for England for the memes. Especially with this rotated 11, they have the lead. Ha! Lord. 3rd minute, 1-0. 0-1 to England. Ay, ay, ay. First attacking goal. Okay, nobody expected that. I'm shitting on England, and then freaking Declan Rice just unleashes a screamer. He said, screw it. I want to win this match. Screw you, Tuchel. I'm going to unleash a screamer. France don't want to be here either. What do you know? France don't want to be here either. What do you know? Ay, ay, ay. Jesus, Lord. What a shot. What a shot. Why aren't Arsenal fans so mad that Morgan Rogers didn't come to Arsenal? I don't know, because they just won the Prem. Why they got to be mad? Like, Chelsea gazumping is better than playing for France, blocked away, cleared. Like, Chelsea should be happier they gazumped Arsenal than Arsenal is losing Morgan Rogers. Arsenal has other plans. They could get Bradley Barcola. Like, they could go and get Bradley Barcola now. Who's a better player? I mean, let me be real. Bradley Barcola is a better player than Morgan Rogers. 117 million seems steep. And Blue Cove's idiotic. What do you think's happening there? He's probably leaving, besides he's a defensive midfielder. Well, I guess he could play a dual 8 when they have Palmer and Morgan Rogers play a dual 10 in Xavi's system, so he could still play in the midfield. He'd just be more of a defensive midfielder than anything else, but if he stays, I'm not complaining about that. Playing forward, England. Yeah, that's cleared away. I was like, damn, don't tell me. I mean, I could see what was happening. I just couldn't tell who was scoring if that was going to be a score. Too nearsighted. So, do that what you will. Rogers picked the wrong one in team. Hey, if we play well, we're going to pull a damn Antonio Conte all over again with Xabi Alonso. Here comes England. So you know what? Cross in. Into the box. Center. Rashford! Oh, my. Corner. England's all over them like wide on rice and hot grits on a pan. Holy shit. They're all over them. They're all over them. What does that mean with Moises Caicedo? Ooh. Well, I think Moises Caicedo would play over Enzo. Just get rid of Enzo then. I don't know. Or Cole Palmer plays on the wing. Enzo plays in the midfield with Morgan Rogers. We'll see what happens. Ball crossed in. Here comes England. They still have it in the box. Centered. Shot. Blocked away. Oh, my God. They're over them like wide on rice. Well, here's what I'm doing. There's 3 Chelsea players in this game. I wanted to wear the Chelsea jersey. I'm rooting. Well, it is a blue jersey, but for the memes, I am rooting for England because it would be hilarious if France didn't win this game and they ended up winning no medals after being the favorite for 4 months. Like around February, the favorite talk started happening. So about most of the year, they were favorites, right? And now they're going to win nothing as it stands. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. And the way England's playing, that's also hilarious. Losing to England the way they're playing now. Why couldn't they do this in the semifinal? Yeah, they rotated, but they're actually kicking ass right now. Holy Lord. And France put out pretty much their best 11, but really, it's because there's 3 Chelsea players in this game. Malo Gusto, Maxence Lacroix, and Morgan Rogers. It's more if McChronicle comes in here. He knows what I'm doing, I bet. He knows what I'm doing. He knows what I'm doing. We got 3 players in this game, and it's an English jersey, and it's blue. So no matter what happens, it works. But it's more to troll. It's more to troll McChronicle. God love him, but I kind of have to. Ball crossed in. How wrong were they? Look at that fully sold out stadium. Ron, remember when they said before this World Cup how the stadiums would be empty because of high ticket prices? Oh, I remember. It's called people have the money to pay for World Cup games. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, normally. Or once in a generation. Maybe there are people who saw 94 that saw this one. People who will see 38 who've seen this once, I guess, once in a generation. But They were very wrong. I think people were looking at the Club World Cup and they were like, ah. And I don't think the Club World Cup was too bad, all things considered. But either way. Malo Gusto gets it clear. Miami is a big football city, though. Do I think people who were rooting for Argentina bought tickets? Here's a chance. Dewey misses. Cherokee, what a save, Henderson. Goes back. Shot. Caught. Dean Henderson made a good save there. Huh. Nice. But yeah, there's 3 Chelsea players in this game, so that's really what I'm trying to do here. Wearing the Chelsea jersey is the fact that we have 3 Chelsea players in this game. Oh, damn, already? It's middle of the 6th? Holy shit. Munataka Murakami, Walton, Vargas, double play, Montgomery, third out, strikeout. Okay, Blue Jays, you better win. Spent the past 20 minutes working my speech on camera. Didn't realize I was speaking. Here comes England. Here comes England. Here's a chance. Shot. Goal. 2-0. 2-0. Bukayo Saka. Oh, my God. He was offside. Damn it. He was offside. Hold on. I mean, when the ball's passed. Yeah, he's offside. Yeah, he's offside when the ball's passed. It's still 1-0. Didn't realize how fast. Oh, good clearance. Get it out. France down the other way as soon as that offside was called. And damn, they got close to tying the game. Didn't realize how fast I was speaking. So I could slow down and adjust. Like a Hollywood actor. Offside, yeah, defo. 2-0, offside. Does France not care? Maybe, I don't know who cares more than the other. It looks like England. Wow. Yes, Didier Deschamps is going to go out with 30 losses. 120 wins, 35 draws, 29 losses as a head coach. One of 3 men to win the World Cup as a player and a head coach. He's going to go out with 30 losses, it looks like. Oh, my God, what a start for England. Ticket lottery, I guess? Possible? I'm not sure. I guess the ticket lottery had something to do with it, but I guess also the secondary market. I'm not sure. Well, I mean, who else? They have 2 World Cups. Deschamps won him a World Cup and got him to finish second and got him to a semifinal. I mean, yeah. Also a Euros final. And a Euro semifinal. Yeah. I think it would have to be him. It would have to be him. I mean, who else would it be? Timbers belt to ass Seattle. It was glorious. Hey, at least y'all belt assed your rival. At least we didn't lose. So, what a game. I mean, I can't believe England is playing so. You know what? Maybe Thomas Tuchel will coach them at the Euros. Maybe it was just a bad decision against Argentina. Maybe they just did make a bad tactical decision. Feels like walking on knives. Oh, yeah, you're a Seattle Sounders fan. Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to use a knife to gut a fish, so. He was the manager of France 2014, but he took him farther than that dressing room toxicity should have allowed. Exactly. And I don't think that 2014 France team was as good as what it would become. So. Hell, I don't think that 2014 team was as good as the 2016 team. So, ball crossed in, headed away. So, I mean, and he got hired after the 2012 Euros. So, yeah, 2014 was his first tournament. But, yeah, I mean, he's got to be the greatest French manager of all time. Has to be. It's either him or the guy who won a World Cup that he played for in 98. So, also, the fact you have that sustained success and he was a manager of France for 14 years, that speaks for itself. I mean, that speaks for itself. And punching above their weight. And Tuchel should have came out and said, in retrospect, probably sat too deep too early. Well, I mean, yeah, duh. Said he came out and said, no regrets, we did well. Yeah, that's pretty stupid. But if he said the other thing, it would just been like, oh, well, yeah, of course, Captain Obvious. Why don't you think of that when you frickin' did it? He couldn't win either way, but yeah, that was pretty stupid. I mean, yeah, I guess I would have been honest and said, yeah, we sat back too early, which, I mean, that's not in my vocabulary, but if I was Tuchel, yeah, I'd been like, yeah, we sat back too early against a team who's too dynamic, and we paid the price. Now, of course, there were warning shots to where we could have definitely stopped sitting back like that, but we didn't listen to those warning shots. We're like an idiot who didn't go into his basement during a tornado warning. We sat on our porch until it ran into our house and we died. That's what we did. But either way, France 2010 was even a worse shit show. But what else can you do? Like, if I was him, again, sitting back too early is not in my vocabulary as a coach. But if I was him, I'd been like, yeah, we sat back too early against a way too dominant team, and there were enough warning shots to where we could have got out of that shell and been smarter about it. But we were like an idiot guy sitting on his porch during a tornado warning. He sat on his porch until his house got ran into and he died instead of going to his basement. We chose to sit on the porch. We chose to sit on our porch as the skies went green, playing forward. We sat on the porch as the shingles came off our house. Here comes England, shot over the bar. We sat on our porch as the tornado killed us and sucked us up. And then threw us 50 miles away into a ditch with a freaking metal freaking barrier off the road stuck in our stomach. We were wrong. When we saw the skies get green, we should have went to our basement. When we saw the first shingle come off our roof, we should have went to our basement. But no. We didn't. So, it's enough about that. Corner for England. Declan Rice to take. Ball crossed in. Header, goal, 2-0. Header for Ezri Konsa. Scores 2-0. That was a good header, too. Lovely from Ezri Konsa. Amazing delivery from Declan Rice. I mean, of course, he's an Arsenal guy. What'd you expect? Wow. Wow. Well, I guess rotating didn't matter. These guys got a point to prove. Now, don't blow the lead. Now, don't sit back before like the 80th minute, 19th minute. What a header. 0-2. Well, they're going to lead into the water break. Winner plays Cape Verde, the real third place. In an unmarked warehouse, I guess. This whole team must have got kidnapped. And put into an unmarked warehouse, and then they let people put on a mask of the players that were playing, and maybe the Golden Generation did it. I don't know. They were not here. Either way, 2-0. 3rd and 19th minute. Manchester United lost to Wrexham. Let's go. I can't wait till Wrexham's in the Prem, man. This France team got waffle stomped so badly they're a shell of their former self. Acting like England didn't freaking blow a game so badly, they should be a shell of their former self. I guess England needed this win more than France. France would have been nice to send off Deschamps on a high. England needed this win because if they didn't, it was going, especially with the rotation, it was going to get dastardly in the media. Yeah, I'm surprised France ain't trying. They put out a better 11 and they're still not trying. Like, England completely rotated. Plays it through, goes down. Like, England completely rotated, saved by Magnan. And they're winning. France played out a pretty solid 11. Gusto, Hernandez, Zaire Emery, Cherki Adoué, the subs in. But those are world-class players. Comparatively to Eze and Rogers and a bum Saka and Rashford at this age. And Kwanzaa and Konsa and Henderson and Spence. I mean, look at England's 11 compared to France. I'm surprised. I thought it'd be 2-0 the other way at this point. Nope. I mean, that's crazy. And it's bottom 6. The Blue Jays got bases loaded. Bases loaded, 2 out. Please, God, hit something. 22 minutes, 1-0 Blue Jays. Andres, you better put it in the field. Give me a 2-run double or something. Shot wide. Bottom 6. Oh, man, Mbappe put it wide. Lol. I guess Mbappe, no golden boot then. In play-outs for Jimenez. Single that scored Vladdy. So, that's the only reason we have a run is George! Ha-ha! Savior of the Blue Jays! Because he got a hit that scored Vladdy. So, there you go. He's got one at the Qatar World Cup. He's okay. And it is 2-0 at the water break. George! Ha-ha! Savior of the Blue Jays. 1-0 after 6. Oh, there we go. Yep, George singled. Vladdy scored. 1-0 Blue Jays. That's it. Going to the 7th. But we have a water break, and it's 2-0 to England. Huh. Mr. shows up on Rumble to tell me Mr. shows up on the Rumble chat to tell me to stick to the game is not there. In a very strong way is not there, huh? By the way, I'm neurodivergent and I have ADHD. Probably. I would guess so. This channel's always been about running off on tangents. I don't know. My YouTube channel loves me going on tangents. I don't know about that, sir. If you don't like it, leave the channel. Whether it's Rumble or YouTube. I'm sorry I'm neurodivergent and have ADHD and I have no filter. Thank you very much. It's called that Tism Riz, buddy. Can't change me. Goldbridge runs off on tangents. Goldbridge runs off on tangents. What do you mean? Yeah, but if you want something more calm because I'm not English, yeah, go watch Goldbridge. Yeah, sure. Sure. I am who I am. I ain't changing for you. All these guys on my YouTube chat and gal when they show up on my YouTube chat would rather have me be who I am than what you want me to be. So I haven't even gone that far. Well, I mask very well. You know. I'm like one of those, like I'm the gifted, it's more like I grew up the gifted kid, you know? Like I grew up the gifted kid and I grew up doing well, like on schedules and all that and on homework and all that and projects because I don't know. Like I'm not the hot mess. Like it turned to me being like a gifted kid and being very structured. I guess. Is that high functioning or low functioning? I'm not sure. Either way. I mean, I've had my meltdowns though. And I've never been medicated because I was such a gifted kid that I never got medicated. But everything makes sense now. But I've never gotten diagnosed, but I have my suspicions. And I'm not going to get diagnosed because what's the point? But because I was such a pleasure to have in class, I never got diagnosed with anything. But it makes sense because, I mean, Ehlers-Danlos leads to scoliosis, or one of the reasons you can have scoliosis, and I think it has more neurodivergent people, causes more neurodivergence having EDS, and some that came from my mother. And, you know, that's Ehlers-Danlos. So the fact I could do this, that's Ehlers-Danlos. So, you know, 27th minute. So. As of now, I just have the quirky Ehlers-Danlos. Hopefully it doesn't turn into like me having heart problems and fibromyalgia and vascular shit like my mom. She started off quirky and then all the shit happened later on. So. Well, he ain't here right now. He's been here throughout like the late World Cup, but either way, 28th minute. So I'm saying everything makes sense. 28th minute. I mean, I've seen other kids that I was friends with who took them, and yeah, they did. Back when I was in school, and yeah, they did. I'm glad that I was high functioning, and I was a pleasure to have in class. I'm glad. 29th minute. Because the other ones were troublemakers and shit. God love them, but they were. And they did get put on IEPs and all that. And so, I'm the lucky one. I don't know. Maybe I am. I don't know. Playing forward. Well, I guess I was lucky in school. Now I'm the freaking adult who's like, yeah, so I don't know how I never was. How y'all never caught this shit. I don't know. But again, playing forward, France. Either way. Oh no. Get the ball out! But I mean, I've definitely taken those, like, quizzes where there's like autism spectrum quizzes, autism traits, ADHD traits, and I score pretty fucking high. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. Because what would happen if I did get diagnosed with everything I suspect, right? I'd rather be me. It's the same thing. I'd rather be me. I love me. I don't want to take no pills. It'll just freaking nerf me anyway. So I'll accept who I am 100%, and that's all that matters to me. So either way, 2-0. Same. So I guess what? Be AU, HD, ADH, AU, H, DHD, AU, DHD, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Either way, something like that. But I mean, what's the point of like getting professionally diagnosed? They're just gonna put me on pills. 8th inning now. Holy shit! Already? God. Oh, middle. Jesus Christ! We're on your? You mean middle? You mean bottom 7? You mean? Then again, we're not going to do anything anyway, so yeah, probably be the 8th inning very quickly anyway. Probably. 1-0 Blue Jays. 0-2. Playing forward is France. Playing forward. Oh, go get the ball, Rashford. Shot. Oh! Okay. England's still all over them. I can't believe this is what I'm seeing. Let's see when they park the bus. Let's see when they park the bus, because God knows they'll do it. Playing forward. MLS's first fall-spring season starts July 2027. July 17th, 2027. So the Gold Cup final is like the week before that. So what I will do with that information, the Gold Cup final will be the finale of RSR 8.5. December, we will have the season finale of RSR 8. For the sprint season and the Champions Cup and the Gold Cup next summer, it will be RSR 8.5. Shot! What a save by Henderson. Corner for France. It'll be RSR 8.5. The week in between the Gold Cup final and the MLS restart, we will have the best of reel of 8.5 and the best of watch a match 6.5. And then, of course, because it's a half, because I'm not going to start RSR 9 for a sprint season. It's the flip of the calendar. So it's a half season that leads to season 9 because it's the flip of the MLS calendar. I'm following the flip of their calendar. I'm not going to end the season in December when half the MLS season's left to go. Soccer. So what I'm going to do is use the sprint season as they are to flip the calendar. So watch a match 6.5 is the sprint season and the Gold Cup and Nations League finals. RSR 8.5 is the sprint season, Nations League finals, and the Gold Cup. RSR 9 is the first fall to spring MLS season. So then we will end the seasons. So we will end the seasons in May. So just like the sprint season, at that point, the best of reel would be in the summer or after the summer tournament. Playing forward, whatever that may be. Now, of course, the World Cup in 2034 is going to, either way. Well, that's true. There's to be a 2035 gold. So there'd be a Gold Cup and a World Cup. And what? RSR, whatever. Down the line. Either way. Playing forwards England. Here they go. Here's a chance. Here's a chance. Rashford. Rashford doesn't chip the goalie, but a rebound. Rounds the goalie. Shot blocked away. How in the hell have they not scored? Plays in. Goal! Bukayo Saka makes it 3. Well, there it is. Took a couple of chances. 3-0. Yeah. So, 3-0 for Bukayo Saka. So, basically, if you love the Christmas best of reels, enjoy the ones you're going to get this winter because that's it. That is the 36th minute. 37th minute, Saka. 0-3. Gets in, Rashford blocked away. Saka picks it up. Pass, shoots it back to Rashford. Saka kips up. Gets up. Rashford passes it off the defender and in, but it was going on target anyway, so Saka scores. Did France forget this was for a bronze medal? Yeah. Probably. 3-0. Could be even a TFC Santa hat. I mean, maybe I could put some tinsel up. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what I can figure out. But I will say, well, I mean, how many would there be even with the winter break? But either way. This is what Saka does when he's away from Arteta. Don't let McChronicle see that. I don't know what the hell's going on with France. This is hilarious. 1 goal, 3 assists in the World Cup for Saka. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. This is freaking, I love this. Holy Lord. Top 8, yeah, the Blue Jays quickly got out of the, yep. Tyler Rogers in for the Blue Jays in the 8th inning. France might not care, but at least put up a fight. In play, no out, and Tyler Rogers just gave up a single to Mydroth. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Tyler Rogers going to blow the game. Of course. Of course. 39th minute. Oh, he bunted. Mydroth bunted to Okamoto. Okay. 39th minute. Panama look better than this? I agree. 3-0 in the 39th minute. What? England is up. They are up for this thing. They are up for this thing. I'm surprised. 40th minute. They are up for this thing. I'm just as shocked as you are. Playing forward. I'm just as shocked as you are. Yeah, Panama did look better than this. And Luis Angel Acuna stole second. Okay. Or not. Foul ball, I guess. Going back to first. Rashford's on. Caught stealing. Okay, let's go. Boom. 40th minute. Ryan doing Vlogmas would feed families. Hey, maybe if the winter break is enough, maybe. Instead of a Veda, it'll be a Vlogmas. Instead of Veda, it'll be Vlogmas. Remember that one time I did Veda during COVID? Remember that? Because we had to do something during COVID, so we did Veda. I mean, we did do a couple of, either way. Video every day in April. When I holistically stole that idea from Jory Karen. Playing forward, France. Which, I mean, might not be the first. It won't be the last idea I'll steal. If I ever do a microwave thing, it won't be the last idea I'll steal. Ball crossed in. And Sam Antonacci struck out. Boom. Just get out of this inning without any damage, and we'll be A-okay. 41st minute. Either way. 42 minutes. I mean, if I had fan mail, I guess I would also steal the idea of Ryan opens mail and stuff. Halftime show coming up. I hope they're right about the FIFA World Cup final halftime show being like 17 minutes instead of 30. That shit would piss me off. Either way, if I had a P.O. box and got fan mail, I guess I would do a Ryan opens mail and stuff show. I guess so. I might have. Oh, no. A lot of YouTubers back in like the early 2010s had like a mail segment. Mail Time with Smosh, Snail Mail with Dave Storm, and Jory Carrot opens mail and shit. Do you think Zidane can help France? They're already a talented team. Like, yeah. Did you see what he did with Madrid? Like, Zidane got Madrid to win 3 straight Champions Leagues. I can't even listen to it because of the stream. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm happy to see his face, I guess. I'm hyped to see his face, but I can't listen to him sing. And then a fly out for Murakami. Let's go. We're going to the 9th. Well, bottom of the 8th, but either way. So. I just hate the fact there's a freaking halftime show at a World Cup final. Save that shit for the Super Bowl. I'm not even European, and I agree with them. And, like, how much is Justin Bieber going to do, you know? Like, I don't want to see Madonna. Shakira, I guess, cool. I mean, it's better to see her than listen to her, but, you know, whatever. BTS, I don't give a shit about them. I'm not John Cena. Like, I'm not the freaking BTS Army guy. I'm not John Cena. I mean, I'm very similar in personality, but I am not completely John Cena. And one of those things is I'm not a BTS Army guy. Dude, I can't connect the headset to my TV. It's 3 feet away. Well, yeah, but they still won 3 straight Champions Leagues, and this France team is as good as that 3-time Champions League winning team. Either way, I mean, when you look at the halftime show, I mean, what, Justin Bieber's going to do like one song? Shakira's better to look at than listen to, let's be real. Madonna's, her music sucks, and she's had so many plastic surgeries. She looks like a damn alien at this point. I mean, yeah, Dreamers was a good World Cup song, but that's the only BTS song I like. Because it got ran down during 2022. Either way. I mean, yeah, I guess it's also it would be a treat to see Shakira, but either way, you know. Yeah, you don't lose to Cody Rhodes, not John Cena. Well, who won? Where did John Cena win his 17th world title against, though? Oh, yeah, Cody Rhodes, and then he dropped it at SummerSlam. It was Jungkook. I guess because of that song, I'm a Jungkook Army stan. I'm a bias. Yeah, that's my bias is Jungkook. Just because of that song. I'm kidding. 46 minute. I'm kidding. But yeah, I mean, I wanted Billy Joel. Not gonna put in damn. Oh my God! It's 4-0. 4-0. Saka scores. Oh my God! What a finish! This is an ass whipping. Speaking of waffle stomped, oh my God. Speaking of waffle stomped, 2 for your mistakes times 2. 2 for your mistakes times 2. Oh my God, what a finish. Damn. We want a touchdown. Paris is getting destroyed. They already got destroyed. 45 plus 2. They already rioted once. It's rioting time for the second time in a week. It's rioting time. What a disaster. 4-0. My God, it's rioting time. Yeah, no, they were definitely in an unmarked warehouse. And the Golden Generation played with it, the masks on that looked like these guys. I believe it 100% now. Yeah, no, they were in an unmarked warehouse. Kidnapped in an unmarked warehouse, and the Golden Generation put on masks to make themselves look like these guys. Just so they could make a World Cup final, and then they blew it in the last 20 minutes. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Absolutely shocking. Well, at least it was worth watching. Hey, at least it was worth watching, you know? I mean, it wasn't boring at all. And it's going to end in 90 minutes. There's no way France scores 4 in the second half, right? Chipped over the top. This is amazing. Lewis said he didn't want to play France at all, but look how it turned out. That's exactly how I felt about Chelsea versus PSG. This feels sort of similar. I'm not going to lie. Well, at least I'm getting the hilarious outcome that I wanted. It's like Chelsea played PSG last summer. I didn't want PSG, and then Chelsea won. When it comes to an English team versus a French team at a World Cup, count your days. Count your days. In play-outs, we're going to the top of the 9th. Can the Jays hold on? Louis Varland, I need you to come through, man. Where's France's defense? God only knows. It might be in the same unmarked warehouse England was in when the semifinal was played. It might be in the same place. I don't know. 49th minute corner. It might be in the same place. Jesus Christ, this game, man. Corner to be taken. Ball crossed in. Punched away by Magnan. Free kick the other way. Kind of saw that one coming. Mbappe has 0 trophies this season and World Cup. He doesn't even have a bronze medal to speak of. You will pay, Vinicius. This is mad disrespectful to Deschamps. I agree. 4-0 at the half. Dear God. France getting waffle stomped again, and even worse than Spain, by a team who couldn't even play. You know, Vargas coming up first. Actually, you know what? Let me finish this out, then we'll take a break. Screw it. Let's watch the Jays game finish out, then I'll take a break. Mbappe still has no UCL. Come on, Louis. Come on, Louis Varland. It's your son's birthday tomorrow. I hope Spain wins. Well, happy birthday. Happy early birthday to your son. And I agree. I hope Spain wins too. I predicted them to win, but I also hope they win. Let's watch this Jays game finish out. Screw it. Well, at least the top of the 9. Yeah, I want Spain to win the World Cup. Louis Varland. No problem. Sweet Lou. Come on. Because he's a submariner. That's a thing, you know? Especially if you're a lefty. I mean, there's a lot of submariners. That shit looks painful comparatively. Louis Varland. The one good thing, one of the few good things about the Jays this season, Louis Varland. Sweet Lou. Sweet Lou. Come on, Blue Jays. You just need 3 outs. Hold the hell on. Come on, Louis. Louis. Thank you, Minnesota, for being cheap as shit, by the way. Grounded out Vargas. Got 1. Colson Montgomery. And Andrew Benintendi. He's still around. Huh, well, okay. Andrew Benintendi is still around. Okay, that's crazy. Oh, yeah, let me fix the halftime. Looks hard, but it's effective. Ball. 1 ball. 1-0. Let me fix that. Yeah, I think I'll just get the F1 stuff written in after I eat my snacks later. Fine. It's fine. Swing and strike. Got Colson to swing low in the zone. Let's go. Hell, that was out of the zone. Knuckle curve. Man, I love Louis Varland. GOAT! Louis Varland is goated, baby. Let's go. Sweet Lou. Goated. Wait, I'm kind of goated. Ball. 2-1 count. Damn it. Strike 2 with the knuckle curve. Come on. Get him, get him, get him. Timeout. Damn, they have a 2-hour pregame. Shit, 4-hour pregame. Struck him out! 2 out. Benintendi. Blue Jays trying to get their first win in the second half. One nothing Blue Jays. Common Jays win. Common Jays win in 2026. 1-0. Either way. In play outs. Game over. Benintendi. 1 pitch, 1 out on a changeup. Blue Jays win. Blue Jays win. Grounds out or flew out to Nathan Lucas. Blue Jays win 1-0. Common Jays win. Common Jays win, baby. Common Jays win. With that being said, we'll take a short break. After all the stats, get this one going. 4-0 England. they're whipping France's ass. And the Blue Jays win. Let's go. Short break will be back. Sit tight. 0-4. We'll be back. We are back for the stats at the half. Liga MX ending promotion relegation. They've learned nothing from the World Cup. Bunch of idiots. Well, this has been shocking. I agree. It's great. Fair enough. I said the same thing earlier. So let's see what happens in the next game. But the Blue Jays won, and that's all that matters. We need to win games. With that being said, stats at the half. We got 45% possession and 55% possession. 5 shots to 11. 2 shots on goal to 7. We have 216 accurate passes to 272. 91% to 94% pass accuracy. 2 corners to 3. We got 5 shots to 11. We got 2 shots on goal to 7. We got 238 pass to 290. 91% pass accuracy to 94. We got 1 offside to 3. We got 3 throws to 4. We got 0 yellows to 0, 0 reds to 0, 5 fouls to 5. And England is waffle stomping France. England's been all over France right now. Maybe. I'll keep that in mind. England is waffle stomping France. France is getting dominated. England's all over them like white on rice, and they're all over them like freaking. They're all over them like hot grits in a pan. They're all over them like hot grits in a pan. They're all over them like hot grits in a pan. This is crazy. I don't know where this England team came from, but why the hell weren't they playing like this during the freaking semifinal? I don't know. They're like all over them like hot grits in a pan. Jesus Christ. If you never made grits, they stick. When they're hot, they stick. Just so you know. Ryan slept in today. I'm at the gym in the middle of the workout. I wanted to ask your thoughts about St. Clair not getting called up to the All-Star game. He's garbage. He doesn't deserve to play the All-Star game. So he's like Vladdy Guerrero. If he got called up to the All-Star game just because he played at the World Cup. Well, he didn't play the World Cup. He got called up. Yeah, that would have been disgraceful. Just because he plays for Miami. And he got called up to the World Cup. He's a disaster. Jordan Pickford. Giving the ball to Henderson. Wow, what a game. England having their second best ever World Cup finish as it stands. Yep. Call the Pirate. I'm tired. Call the Pirate. You either have insanity of you ain't doing the right damn thing, or you have insanity of good, crazy, winning football. I don't know which one's better. IMO. Crazy insanity of winning football is better than insanity of not knowing what the hell you're doing. But, you know, MLSE is going to be MLSE. Feel horrible for the guys that traveled to Montreal to watch that mess. Yeah, I agree. Would have been easier to watch at home. I'm surprised I didn't fall asleep. Either way. And here we go. Second half, and they're making how many subs? Upamecano, Dembele, Digne, and Barcola. 4 subs of their 5 subs at the half. Kanate, Hernandez, Cherki, and Doué. All off for Barcola, Upamecano, Dembele, and Digne. Holy Lord. Are they trying to come back, or are they just subbing off 4 of their 5 subs? Bro. 1 sub for every goal scored against. Every goal allowed. Using Vilson as a midfielder. That was delusional. That was just dumb, man. Fraser's lost his damn mind. Well, did he ever have it? France selling. Big time. Yeah, but, well, then again, didn't they almost do it to Spain in Nations League last year? Oh, look, it's Ollie Watkins for Marcus Rashford. Ollie Watkins. England does make a halftime sub, but they got 4 more to play with. You couldn't park the bus as much as England did and still lose this lead. Just so you know. In my opinion. But either way. But fair enough, I guess. Either way, second half, here we go. The third to last half of the World Cup. Enjoy. Because this time tomorrow, the tournament's going to be over. Well, I guess there's a penalty shootout, no. But 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. If there's a penalty shootout, it may not be over. But we very much likely, 24 hours from now, could be seeing a trophy be handed out. Possibly no, but possibly maybe more like an hour or 24 hours and 30 minutes. But slight possibility of that. But other than that, I can only hope Oso was talking his shit in the locker room after that game because that was disgraceful. I agree, but I don't know what they were doing in training. I really don't. Like, they were training for, 4 weeks of the 6 weeks they were off? I knew they had, 2 weeks off at the start of the World Cup because I know Daniel Shallowy got married. Of course, he used his off time to do that, which congratulations to them. But what they do for 4 weeks when they were back training, what they do in that friendly, come on now. I mean, what are we doing? What were we doing? Maybe if we practice against actual team, yeah, because we played frickin' Halifax. We had a friendly against Halifax. That's not a challenge. They're shit. That's not a challenge. They're shit, and they always have been shit. It's not a challenge. If we played Forge, I'd be like, okay, fair enough. That makes, of course, they have the 2 Can-Champ games, but say we played Forge as one of our friendlies before they even played Saint Laurent. Now, that would have been a challenge. And maybe they wouldn't have played as shitty in the 2 legs as they did. It would have been beneficial. We would have been able to challenge ourselves. But you know what's worse? And you know what's worse? Montreal played 2 competitive games against Vancouver FC because, of course, 2 competitive games we couldn't play because we lost to Ottawa back in frickin' May or whatever the shit. Whenever that game was played, it feels like 3 months ago at this point. That Ottawa game that we lost, if we won that, we would have played 2 competitive games before the Montreal game. Shot, goal for France! Mbappe scores! Mbappe scores! And that might be enough to win the Golden Boot for Mbappe. He gets his goal. Kylian Mbappe makes it 1-4. Mbappe makes it 1-4. What a finish from Mbappe. There we go. Yeah, no, Fraser ain't no leader. He ain't no leader. Nice. Yeah, we tied they've been getting better since they hired Olafroy, which, either way, what a finish by Mbappe. What a finish. Come on, Messi, we need you to score tomorrow. Huge 3 by Chris Paul to cut the lead to 45. There you go. Mbappe. Now, Messi has to score to win the Golden Boot, unless Mbappe scores the second goal. Messi could score 1 goal, that's for sure, to tie it and have the assist lead. Messi can score a goal for sure. The problem is, that Messi can't score 2 against this Spanish team. It's going to be too hard to do. Way too hard to do. And it's nothing against Messi. It's more the fact that 48th minute. Problem is that Spain's hard to score against. He's horrible. No, we don't need time to tell. He's horrible. The only thing that man has is that top of the West season in Colorado. That's all that man has. Oh, and also being the right-hand man to the fraud for, 4 years when we won the freaking MLS Cup. That's the reason he got the job. It ain't because he finished top of the West with Colorado once. That's not why he got the job. The reason he got the Toronto job is because, well, Herdman left us because of the drone shit. They needed to go somewhere to give the job, and they didn't want to give it to somebody that good. So what they did is they were like, oh, hey, Vanny's right-hand man doesn't have a job. Okay. It's like, maybe that'll bring back our good era, knowing damn well the only reason that Vanny won trophies is he had a number 10, and still is the only reason, has a number 10 that's very dynamic to build the team around. That is the only reason he's won trophies. Look at when he doesn't have a Sebastian Giovinco or Alejandro Pozuelo or Ricky Puig. What happens? His team is garbage. His team is utter garbage. And yes, there were good players on that Toronto team besides Sebastian Giovinco. I'm not saying there isn't. There's good teams on that Galaxy, or good players on the Galaxy team that aren't Ricky Puig, but he needs that number 10. And if he has that world-class number 10, the team is very good. The team is dominant. If he doesn't have that number 10, his team is shit. They don't win. They don't win. He doesn't have another player who can put the team on his back like that. Rabiot wide. Pity goal. The only guys I think who put in effort were Sargent, Larea, and Gilman. I think Coelho put in effort, but there wasn't enough of Shallowy for me. Malik, I thought, when they put on Malik, I thought he put on some effort. Let's not go after Malik. I thought Malik put in some effort. Malik Henry put in some effort when they put him on. But I think Malik put in effort when he came on. Corbianu did not put in any effort. Vilsant was screwed by playing a position he's never played before. Jordy comes on, and he's just back from injury, and he only had about 15 minutes to do something. But I didn't think Jordy looked that bad. But, I mean, our 3 subs, I thought, put in as much effort as they could. But Monlouis, I thought he was okay. I thought Zimmerman was actually pretty good. I mean, Gavin didn't have to do much. Gilman, Coelho, Sargent. Sargent put in some good effort. Larea put in effort, but he always does. Gavin definitely tried. Galaxy definitely F their team long-term signing Paintsel and Peck. I understand Puig tearing his ACL was unexpected, but yeah. They lost Jovic, couldn't sign another big striker, all respect to Klaus. I mean, I like João Klaus, but yeah, he ain't Jovic, no. And Nascimento never replaced him. And Miguel Berry never replaced him. Christian Ramirez never did. Playing forward, so cleared away by England. So, I mean, understandable, but yeah, Corbianu was garbage. Yes, this is hilarious. That's out for a goal kick. I agree, because they actually are a team. Yeah, but they still would have won. But here's the thing. If Ricky Puig didn't tear his ACL, they still would have been one of the best teams in MLS, even without Jovic. Ricky Puig blowing out his ACL 2 straight years in a row. Goal! Barcola makes it 2. 2-4. Barcola, what a finish. Oh, my God. Is this going to turn? No way. No way. No way. No way. Oh, God. Avert your eyes, England fans. Is this going to be a... It was 4-1! Well, hell, it was 4-0! This is more like France. I feel like a Leafs fan watching this. This is not fun for y'all. 54th minute. 2-4. What a finish. And those have been tidy finishes as well. It was 4-1! Oh, shit. I lost my banner. Damn it. Hold on. Damn. Second half. This is crazy. This is starting to get suspicious. Are England about to choke again? I think maybe they are. I know what chokes look like as a Leafs fan. This is going to be one of them. It was 4-1. "21 goals for Mbappe and Messi at the World Cup, tied for most in World Cup history." They both have 21 goals at World Cups. Messi and Mbappe are tied for most in World Cup history on goals. 21 goals each. Jesus Lord. And yeah, Messi scored the bulk of those goals. Played over, caught by Magnan. It was 4-0 is the correct saying. It was 4-0! Yeah. And here comes Dembele. Dembele! What a save by Henderson. And it's given right to Olise. Oh, wide. Goal kick offside. Who's buying Barcola for transfers? I honestly think it's going to be Arsenal. I honestly think it's going to be Arsenal at this point. Yep. If France comes back and wins this, yeah, it's going to be, it was 4-0. It was 4-0. It was 4-0. 57th minute. Liverpool. Fraudulent activity. Oh my. Not again. It's happened again. It's happened again. England, oh my God, it's happened again. It was 4-0. It's happened again. Olise, 6 assists at the World Cup. Oh my God. This is nuts. The Timbers spanked Seattle without our best player, in my opinion, Velde, which makes it even more impressive. Oh, yeah, you were without Velde. Seattle is lost. They're angry, man. Playing forwards, England. England still. That's out for a corner. This game is nuts. I'm just glad this is enjoyable. This isn't boring. Even if we go to extra time, this is fun. 58th minute. Did France, did they mean to go down 4-0? I saw Boca season ticket holders say they wouldn't renew if Weibel doesn't resign. After a derby? Are you kidding me? They're that pissed off. Ball crossed in. Header down, shot. It's what a save, Magnan. Oh my God, this is nuts. Well, they scored 4. Can they score any more? If this is anything like the Leafs, which, it's funny. England won their last World Cup a year after the Toronto Maple Leafs, or a year before the Toronto Maple Leafs won the Stanley Cup. I know what 60 years, I don't know what 60 years of hurt feels like. I'm only 26, but I know what a part of 60 years of hurt feels like because I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. And it might have been one of our most successful periods of that 60 years of hurt. which going to 3 second rounds is nothing compared to. But then again, you know, wow. Daniel with a 999 super chat. I don't watch Miami, Inter Miami, but when St. Clair came to Yankee Stadium, he was badly affected by the Fernandez Mercado Golazo off the post with 40,000 fans going crazy. Yeah, Golazos can affect you bad, but thank you for the 999 super chat. Thank you very much, Daniel. Thank you very much. We love it, man. We love it. 60th minute. We're past the hour mark. Olise wide. Okay. Wow. My friends, I think, yep. You know what? We want Vozinha. You know, Vozinha should be Miami's goalie. But if you don't want him, Toronto will take him because I'd rather have Vozinha over Gavrin. But, oh, wait, you probably have discovery rights on him. Shit, we'd have to pay you. How much GAM? Are you watching SummerSlam? Yeah. Wait. It's August 1st and 2nd, right? Definitely night 2. Yeah, Toronto plays the Friday the 31st. Yeah, and then St. Louis plays the 1st of August. Yeah. Definitely night 2. 61st minute. But no, Vozinha is better than Dane St. Clair, and he's also better than Luka Gavrin. So, you better hope that Toronto doesn't call the Pirate, because if they do, what are you doing? What was he even doing there? Just shoot the ball. Saturday night's main events tonight, yeah. Just shoot the ball. .62 minute. And France has been much better since the first half was over. It's been all France, really. Wouldn't it be funny if it was 5-4 France? This game is nuts. You know what? The more I'm watching England, you know what? England are the football version of the Leafs. They are. Oh my God, shoot! Playing forward. Shot blocked away. You know, England are the Leafs. It actually is a perfect comparison. We've both had 60 years of hurt. Well, okay, the Leafs have had 59, but I'm sure it will be. It's either going to be 60 years of hurt or somehow Gavin McKenna takes us to the promised land in 1 year. It's either or. I want to believe Gavin McKenna and John Chyko will take us to the promised land in 1 year, and it's only 59 years of hurt, but I'd like to believe that. Playing forward. Mbappe. Here's a chance for France. Turns. Shot saved by Henderson. 63rd minute. Some lady asked me if this was still the World Cup at the Sounders game. I just laughed and went to cry in my car, says 904. The football LARPers are trying. Are they actually trying to get into football? I'm surprised. I don't know. You know what? I don't know if I'm going to miss the football LARPers or I'm going to be glad they're gone. I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing my channel didn't blow up to the level I thought it would. How many football LARPers would actually watch the rest of my content? Probably not a lot of them. Unless they just liked me, per se. But you know what? LARP, LARP, LARP. Dude, I watch Toronto FC play like shit 34 times a year. Well, more than 34 times a year. 30, 35 to 38 or whatever, depending on how many games they play. Every week. I watch it so you don't have to. You don't got it like me, you football LARPer. I watch MLS and CONCACAF every week, every day of the week, damn near. And I watch a team who shit over 34 times a year because they can't help themselves from being shit. It takes one Google search to know a city does not compete in a World Cup. Shaking my head. Your $20 ticket did not get you into the World Cup. Yeah, it's an MLS game. I mean, it's the same stadium that they played in. I think, it's also the same stadium where the United States got skewered by Belgium. It also beat Australia. Here's a chance for France. Shot 3-0. Mbappe breaks the World Cup record of goals. Mbappe makes it 3-4. Mbappe above Messi. Mbappe above Messi. 3-4. What a game. What a flip. Oh my days. Mbappe with his second of the game. Above Messi in the Golden Boot by 2. And above him by 1 in the all-time World Cup goal-scoring record. Mbappe over Messi. Let me guess, Infantino's going to rule that third-place game goals don't count in the goal standings anymore, yeah? Let me guess. He's going to do that in about 30 minutes, isn't he? Thought so. No matter what happens in this game. 66th minute. 3-4. Mbappe! The dictator leads Messi, and it's over the top! And it's going to be out for a goal kick. Why is England not learning their lesson and not defend? I love football, lol, says Dillon. 4-3. Hydration break. It's 4-3. France can win this in 90 minutes, let alone freaking. Ay. Konzo, what the hell, man? Mbappe! Mbappe the GOAT. Dictator Mbappe. Mbappe got more goals than Messi. Wow. What a finish. 2 goals in the World Cup third place game. And he leads Messi. All-time top goal scorer in World Cup history for Mbappe. Messi needs 1 goal to tie Mbappe again. Depending on what happens for the rest of the game. Wow. Wow. Why are England lying down? They got a call to make it more interesting. Nah, they're just bottling it. I know what bottle jobs look like. They have not learned their lesson one bit. Oh, they've been drinking gin and whiskey. 22 goals all time at the World Cup for Mbappe. Messi won behind Mbappe, and the fact that Messi's playing Spain, he most likely is going to only end up one tied at best with Mbappe. Messi with 8 goals in the Golden Boot race, Mbappe with 10. What you want to bet Infantino changes the rule that third place game goals don't count? I don't even want him in MLS. Dictator Mbappe. What do you want to bet Infantino makes a quick rule change to say third place game goals don't count in the Golden Boot and World Cup records ever again? Starting from now. What do you want to bet? What do you want to bet? You know damn well he might. 70th minute. '71st minute. Well, that's crazy. In 1977, the Canadian men's national team beat PSG in a friendly 3-1 in Montreal. September 27th, 1977. Lenarduzzi scored in that game. I didn't know that. That's cool. If Mbappe wins Golden Boot, does he have to be present at MetLife to receive the trophy tomorrow? I don't know. It'd be funny if he got on a plane to go to frickin' New York to get his damn Golden Boot. If Infantino doesn't change the rules basically instantly. Which he might still do. Playing forward. Carefree Louis G going. England fans stressing out. Troops cursing up a storm. Carefree Louis G going crazy. And I'm just laughing my ass off. Playing forward. And they give it away. Am I going to have to put it was 4-0 on my thumbnail? Am I going to have to do that? Yeah, did that matter when he took away the red card for Balogun? Yeah, no, he can do whatever the hell he wants. Infantino can do whatever the hell he wants. He's a dictator. But he still has a presidential election to run in next year. Yeah, and enough of the corrupt FAs that are from small countries who want more World Cup spots are still going to vote for him. It doesn't matter if the big European nations want him gone and they want the PSG guy to be the FIFA president. That doesn't matter. There's enough countries who are small enough, who are corrupt as hell, who want more World Cup spots, who are going to vote for Infantino so they can get their money and their better chance of playing in a World Cup. Infantino will not be deposed over all this shit. I hate to tell you. There's enough small, corrupt countries, one country, one vote, that he will still be the president of FIFA. No matter how much the big countries want Khalifi, the PSG got to be the president of FIFA or anybody else. I guarantee you. It was 4-0. England is choking. His rival can win if they promise a 128 team World Cup. And if the PSG guy promises a 128 team World Cup, I'm going to say FIFA should die. I just hope UEFA walks away at that point, honestly. Can't have a 128 team World Cup when UEFA says, fuck y'all, and walks away. FIFA needs to be stripped for parts. If that's how the PSG guy, Khalifi, whatever, Khalifi, I think that's closer, Khalifi, whatever, the PSG guy, if that's how he wins, I hope FIFA gets stripped for parts. We need to blow it up and start all over. We need to blow it up and start all over. I barely won a 64-team World Cup. I hate the lucky loser. I hate the lucky loser idea. What was Rashford taking off? Tony should have come off. Because Rashford's older and has less of a battery, I guess. Either way, 76 minute. Like, no, there should not be a 128 team World Cup. Now, I think that does go down to 64. So, you know what? Honestly, if we do a 128 team World Cup, maybe what we should do is have, if we do have a group stage, we have a knockout stage to qualify for the 64 team group stage, which then qualifies for another knockout stage. So half the teams already pre-qualified to a 64 team group stage, or there are 32 teams in the 64 team group stage. Then what we do is have a knockout stage of everybody else to qualify for the rest of the group stage. Then we have like winners of playoff, blah, 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 blah. And then we have a 64 team group stage. And then we have a knockout stage that is 32 down to 16, 8. Either way. Because if we have a round of 64, I'm going to flip. Or we just do March Madness. Or the World Cup just becomes March Madness. But then it's short. Yeah, but what's the point of a group stage then? If we do a 128 team World Cup, what's the point of a group stage? Have a qualifier so teams are seeded in some way, shape, or form, and then you have a straight-up March Madness type tournament. If you're going to go 128, because 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2. Just qualifiers with more steps. This madness needs to be stopped. Anything past 64 would be insane. That's my point. But if that's the way we get Infantino out, we just need to strip FIFA for parts. We need to blow it up with a freaking missile. Header. You know how bad Infantino's doing when it comes to corruption? Sepp Blatter is saying that he's too damn corrupt. If Sepp Blatter is taking shots at you and calling you corrupt as fuck, you're very corrupt. Because I guarantee you one thing Sepp Blatter wouldn't be caught dead doing. Governmental interference. And you could say, well, you know, when FIFA got ransacked by the FBI and the DOJ, this is what they wanted, a president who was beholden to the United States once we got past Qatar. Well, shit, he did a damn good job of it. What, you're telling me Infantino's a plant? A DOJ plant? Elliot Anderson and Bellingham coming on for England. Oh, well, in the 79th minute. Well, he's done a good job of it. I mean, streams are doing better than the videos, I'll tell you that. Drake bet $5 million on Argentina winning. 79th minute. Well, I guess Spain's winning the World Cup now. '79th minute. I mean, normally the streams do better than the reviews, except for a couple of matches. Where the hell is Kane? He's on the bench. He's eating bench. He's eating bench. So, I mean, I know that, but either way. Playing forward. Never. England, here's a chance. What? Shoot the ball! Rogers. Morgan Rogers blocked. Come on, you got to do better than that, Chelsea, man. You got to do better than that. You got to do better than that. And here comes France the other way. Man, and what if they scored and tied it up? This shit got to be scripted at this point. Mbappe. This shit got to be scripted at this point. Lord. Here's a chance. Elise! Wide. Well, that was the way to tie it. And Elise... Well, wouldn't have been funny if a guy who is also English scored against England to tie the game for France. Damn. Elise's had a couple of those that were really close, to be honest. 81st minute. Would it was 4-0 work even if France doesn't come back? I don't know. And the referee's getting rubbed down with something on his leg. Lidocaine? I guess? I don't know. Neosporin? Lidocaine? How's France not up 5-4? Because Elise's missed 2 goals. Because Elise's missed, he's at least went wide like 3 times. He could have scored 2 easily. Kwanzaa's down hurt. Dude, you've been red carded for 2 games, 2.5 games. How are you down hurt, buddy? Get up. You haven't played for 2.5 games. How are you down hurt? 82 minutes. Garbage. Get up. There's a reason he's in the Bundesliga. Reece James on for Kwanzaa. One sub remaining. They put on Ollie Watkins at the half, so they have 1 window. France has 1 sub left. England has 1 sub left. Both in 1 window. Of course, they'll have an extra window and an extra stub if this somehow goes to extra time, which the way this is going, it might. Or France scores now and then scores in stoppage time to win 5-4, which that's realistic too. Final third entries, 41-26. 46 touches the opposition box to 31. And I guarantee you most of those have been in the second half for France. England somehow is surviving. Run and gun, park the bus. Run and gun for 45 minutes. The other 45, park the bus. Have you learned nothing? Well, shit, they weren't running and gunning against Argentina, but maybe if they did, they wouldn't have lost. Either way, have you learned nothing? I guess they haven't learned a thing. You don't know a thing. They have not learned a thing. '84th minute. Have you learned a thing? No, you have not. Get out. This has got to be the most embarrassing third place match ever, even if they win the bronze medal. Goes down. Penalty. Penalty. Pot It's a penalty for England that could rip the hopes of France away. And Gusto gives away the penalty. Cuts down Jed Spence. And it's a penalty for England in the 85th minute. And if England scores this, they will win the bronze medal, because I don't see France scoring 2 goals in 5+ minutes. I don't. That was what ended it for France. But what a fierce comeback, or the opportunity for a fierce comeback. Why is Gusto out there playing in the first place? He's a good player. What do you mean? And it looks like Jude Bellingham's going to take the penalty. That makes sense to me. Jude Bellingham taking the penalty for England to wrap this game up and rip out French hopes of winning, even coming back to try to win the 3rd place match. Aaron Savale traded to the Chicago Cubs. And no, it's Bukayo Saka taking the penalty. Last 5 penalties for club and country. He put 3 to the left, 2 to the right, scored 1 on the right, missed 1 on the right. Put 3 to the left and scored all 3 to the left. 86th minute. Bukayo Saka to put this game away. Wait, does he? He's on a hat trick. He's on a hat trick. Hold on. Get back on the line, Magnan. Get on the line. Get on the line. Get on the line. Come on. Don't slow this up. Get on the line. If Saka scores this, he has a bronze medal hat trick. Saka on a hat trick. Can he score the penalty? Saka with a short run-up to make it 5-3. Will he? Shot, goal! He does! Hat trick, Saka! Hat trick, Saka! 3-5. Boom. And Gusto was amazing under Pochettino. Bukayo Saka hat trick. Wraps up the bronze medal. All but wraps it up. Maybe you should play him more, Thomas. 87th minute. 3-5. Maybe you should play him more, Thomas. I don't know. Hat trick. Throw your hats. It's a hat trick. Throw the hats on the pitch. It's a hat trick. 88th minute. Hall & Oates just starts blaring out of nowhere. Hey, you know, England is the Leafs, you know. You make my dreams come true. Well, 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 you make my dreams come true. 88th minute. Playing forward. It's over. For everyone, laughing at everyone who thinks this is real. I thought it was scripted, to be honest. I think this is kayfabe, to be honest. 2. Is it believable England almost blew a 4-goal lead? Yes, it's believable, but I think this is kayfabe. It's just a little bit too suspicious. It's just a little bit too suspicious. Now, was the Gusto giving away a penalty thing a shoot? Probably. That was probably a shoot because he was just being dumb. Either way, is gold medal good enough for England, or you mean bronze medal good enough for England, or a consolation prize? Well, I mean, if you go by what Tuchel said, he said France, Spain, and Argentina came here with expectations to win. We didn't. So we have a gap to close. So to them, I guess it is good enough. You ain't won a World Cup since 1966. Yeah, bronze is good enough. It's the second best they've ever done at a World Cup was a bronze medal. They've lost 2 third-place matches before. This is the second best they've ever done. They haven't had a final loss ever. They haven't had they've only had 2 bronze medal game losses. So, you know, this is the second best they've ever done. If they finish off this game and win, this is the second best they've ever done. So, I mean, it should be acceptable. You know? Should be acceptable. '90th minute. Barkala blocked away out for a corner kick. 7 minutes stoppage time. Seven minutes left in match 103 of 104. Jules Koundé coming on for Malo Gusto, of course. Malo Gusto, stinker and hooked. Playing forward. Offside. Watching it like a wrestling match. I think most people are. Bukayo Saka. 5 attempts, 4 on goal, 3 goals. 91st minute. What a game. What a finish. Playing forward. Here comes France. France. Top of the box. Loses the ball. Cleared away by England. In the 92nd minute. And here comes the final sub for England. Trevor Chalobah coming on for England. For Mark Gahey. Trevor Chalobah. 92 minutes. Playing forward, cleared away. Playing forward. 93rd minute. Cleared away. Player down hurt. 94th minute. Oh, Lord. Really? I didn't see it because I've been watching this game. Yeah, I guess Argentina's winning the World Cup tomorrow. Fishy. Fishy. It's very fishy. Doesn't Trump have beef with Spain too? Like to the point he wants Morocco to host the World Cup 4 years from now? Final 4 years from now? Huh, that's fishy. That's fishy. That's fishy. 95th minute. That is true. It is very fishy. That is very fishy. 95th minute. Very suspicious. Very suspicious. Playing forward. Very suspicious. Playing forward. Shot. 4-5. Ha! Oh my, what a shot. Dembele makes it 4-5. Wow. 4-5. We got a shootout. Looks like a damn shootout score. 4-5. And Ousmane Dembele scores. And you thought it was over. +6. Damn, we were so close to extra time. Saturday night's all right for fighting. Big 12. You mean Pac-12 after dark, man. You mean Pac-12 after dark. There we go. Pac-12 after dark. Between like freaking Washington State and Colorado or something. Well, when Colorado was in the Pac, I should say. Or Washington State versus Stanford. 10 seconds to go. Advantage played. Rabiot cleared away. Cleared it forward. 97th minute. One will the ref call full time. Run. England. Can he chip keeper? Just shoot the ball, damn it. Shoot. Goal. 6-4. Jude Bellingham scores to make it 6-4. And England win. They restore the 2-goal lead. Jude Bellingham. What a wild game. And they will win 6-4. Jude Bellingham on the break. Well, I know the final won't be as entertaining as this, at least goal-wise. I mean, tactics-wise, maybe. Goal-wise, no. This was crazy. And he nutmegged Upamecano. Let's go, Jude Bellingham. England will win the bronze medal. And that's full time. It's game over. English tournament record, 7 goals in a World Cup for Jude Bellingham. And England wins the bronze medal. 4-6. Bukayo Saka with a hat trick. Bellingham with a goal. Ezri Konsa scored. Declan Rice scored. It was 4-0. I'm still going to put that in the freaking thumbnail. That's crazy. At least Messi only needs 2 goals for the boot. He ain't going to score 2 against Spain. And if he does, Argentina wins. Mbappe is the leader of World Cup goals all time as we speak. He needs 1 goal to tie Mbappe back, 2 to lead, at least for 4 years. Wow, what a third place match. It was worth watching, I'll tell you that much. Well worth watching. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Hit that hype button. Put this up in the algorithm. Hit that join button to become a member. Send some chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlists. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you within the hour for the review of this match. And I will see you tomorrow morning for the Formula One Belgian Grand Prix. And then tomorrow afternoon for the FIFA World Cup final, Spain versus Argentina. England are your bronze medal winners. And what a match it was. What a goal fest it was. Amazing. It was 4-0. Well, I guess that makes it look like France scored 4. Either way. I guess I won't put it in there. Either way, actually, no, think about it. Either way, I'll see you within the hour for the review of this match, and I'll be back tomorrow for both the Formula One Grand Prix and the World Cup final. And we will be wearing a suit in the afternoon. With that being said, I will see you later. I will see you later. I'm running. I'm out. Peace. See ya.